We are officially double digits. Day 10 is here for Instagram Quilt Fest, and today is upcycling. I can't think that I have much of anything that counts for upcycling besides making t-shirt quilts. I feel like that is the extent of kind of upcycling that I've done, is taking t-shirts and turning them into quilts. I haven't gotten super fancy with them. Mine are usually just cut into squares, some interfacing on the back, and then sewed together. I do have to admit, t-shirt quilts are not the #1 thing on my list. I do like to see them come together and see like the fun different t-shirts and stuff and places they've been and different travel and that kind of thing, but they do take some energy just to work up and do it, and then it's done and over with and gone out the door. So I have found that once I get started on t-shirt quilt, I have to ride that high and really just like go with it. Otherwise I'm gonna get part of it done and then just let it sit. Part of it done and just let it sit. That happened with the last one I did because it turned out so big. That's the other thing. They're very unpredictable to how big they're gonna end up being, especially with adult sized t-shirts and cutting them down. I think it ended up like 80 something. It was before, I think it was before I had my long arm. Because I don't even know if it would have fit on my long arm. It was that big, but it took up my whole floor in my living room, like from wall to couch, and that was before we even had the furniture in there that this sits in here now. So I do like t-shirt quilts. They do give a good way of keeping things out from just getting tossed or thrown away. And some of those shirts that are harder to just like part with because they are very personalized or have a special memory with them, I feel like they do serve their purpose. And for that, I'm grateful. I know my mom had made my dad some t-shirt quilts, and I know those are going to be some important things that are kept. And she's talked about making us t-shirt quilts of various shirts of his as well. And I know those are going to be very hard to make and very personal and very appreciated for each of us in the end, because I know a lot of us siblings all bought my dad specific t-shirts. Like I know I bought him some like goofy Harry Potter ones and some different Disneyland ones, and they're going to be fun to see all put together and as a good memory of dad. But I do know the work and how hard it is sometimes, and just talking to customers as well that have such a hard time cutting up these shirts, but knowing the reward in the end. So a big reward that I'll admit comes with a little bit of grumbling, but overall it's worth it. So let me see if I can find some t-shirt quilts to show you and see what I have in my camera roll of those. So I can't seem to find any pictures, but here is one that is similar to the ones that I do. Of course, there's Trixie. This one is one that my mom made me for shirts from high school. So I guess and even beyond, because this was from when my sister was born in 1996. So there's a look at that, and I will see if I can find a few more laying around here. See, Trixie knows that this is the one that she sleeps on in the closet. But this is actually my first t-shirt quilt I ever made. Hey, get out of here. So I made this probably in high school or at the end of high school. A lot of these were shirts that I would wear for 0 period marching band or just middle school shirts. And then others I felt the need to puff paint. All sorts of different things. Little paint here and there. This one was done with a bleach pen. Hey, you're being noisy. Hey, I want to show off this square. This is the one I like. So this one, get out of here. This was actually, I did that with a stencil. Get out of here. And it was a pumpkin carving. So I cut out everything, and that is Pete Wentz and Patrick from Fallout Boy. As you can see, it's been a long time I've liked them.